Looks like my mother's birthday party was a pretty good time. I rock. Oh, you had fun too, Ronnie? Oh, good, because I was so worried, Ron. You know, because you're busy. You were like, oh, I don't know if I can make it. And I didn't want to waste your time, Ronnie. You know, I didn't want to have you come down if it wasn't going to be fun for you. What the fuck are you talking about, Ronnie? What do you got to do? Half the time you're at your mother's house sitting on a couch looking at a Sears magazine trying to make it through puberty, Ronnie. You don't got shit to do except show up for my mother's birthday party and buy her a glass of Chianti, huh? Why don't you do that, Ronnie? Why don't you know that, huh? Who's there for you, Ronnie? Who answers the phone? Who the fuck? She answers the phone every time you fucking call, Ron. Every time. Right. When you hit that bowel obstruction, who prayed for the fucking entire rosary to make sure whatever was impacted in your ass came out? You remember that, Ronnie? And we were like, what's going on with Ronnie's ass? You never explained that, by the way, Ron. I don't want to know. All I'm saying is, show up. Bobby showed up. Sal showed up. Frankie showed up. Rocco, of course, showed up. And that's why you came, because Rocco ends up bringing Tiffany. So you're like, oh, I want to come. If Tiffany's going, yeah, as soon as girls from the Crazy Horse show up to a birthday party, guess what? Oh, you're there, Ronnie? Yeah, well, we had a good time. I'm glad you did come, because it turns out we had a little excitement, huh? Turns out this was just exactly what we needed, right? Not the birthday party, but the chaos. When that girl came up, when that girl walked up to our table and said we were making too much noise and that it was bothering her party, I'm like, wait, whoa, we're having a party. Your party's better than our party? Why don't you join our party? Because she wasn't too bad, Rocco. Huh? She wasn't too bad. But she must have been blind, because she never saw what we all saw coming when she put her fucking finger on that table and my mother took her head and face planted it into the cassata cake. That's a blind woman. That's a blind woman. Fucking whipped cream everywhere. The whipped cream was already on Tiffany. She had squirted herself. You know, she had a few shots of tequila. She already had whipped cream, but extra cream looked good. And the strawberries. Right, Rocco? Frankie, did you get her number? Let me tell you something. Take her out, but don't bring her around. She's not part of this group. She's excommunicated from us. You know, if my mother sees you with that girl, Frankie, I don't care if she's Italian. Isn't she from the west side? The west side of town's a little different than the east side, you know what I mean? They probably have turkey on Thanksgiving. We do lasagna, so don't bring her, Frankie. There's a lot of trouble if you bring that shit. Had a good time, though. Had a real good time. Did you see Cookie? Yeah, Cookie was there. I didn't see him either. Uncle Paul told me he was there. He was watching the whole thing. Cookie always shows up. You know that? Yeah. Where'd you think that other party ended up going, right? After that girl left, there was no more noise and the party disappeared. Where did you think that party went? Cookie.